All right, welcome to the Tectonic Lounge. Last episode of the season.
Indeed it is.
We're back to two men. Got my man Thrak here smoking.
It is called a Cow Vision. I don't know if you can see through the smoke here, but it has one of the coolest bands I've seen in a long time. It has a really cool box. The top of it has a inlaid blue LED cow with the Vision V, and then when you open it up, it has little lights on the inside as well that illuminate the cigar. It's fucking badass.
It's pretty sweet. It's like foil.
Yeah, and
it's probably hard to see on the green screen.
Yeah, probably a little, but it is $19 a stick. So it's definitely a primo boy, but figured I'd get something special for the final lounge of the year. So.
Hell yeah. And the last two cigars of the top 25 are going to be announced today. Funny enough, one is my number one, and one is his number one. So it's a perfect stream for this. Perfect stream. No filthy warning, unfortunately. Filthy had a good run, though.
Yeah, it did.
It was like 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's how many times he had to dodge going out on a call. Anyways, I'm smoking a Nica Libre Silver.
Fantastic cigar. I had one earlier.
Yeah, very good cigar. I love Bellicoso just because I have a V cutter. This is my first one of the pack.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked any others.
Damn.
I put one aside for aging, and then, I have this guy here. But, FTMO.
FTMO. Let me see if I can read it with my tiny eyes. Blank Commissioner unanimously adopts Heaven O as the county's official greeting.
Heaven O. And Plush, Merry Christmas to you, man.
Yes, Merry Christmas as well.
Since you won't be seeing us.
At least on a lounge.
Yeah, at least on a lounge. We'll be in the Discord, always.
No, we're going to lock our Discord until February.
We'll no longer participate in any social event until February.
We're going to go dig a really big hole and just live in that.
Hibernate. Plus, you do anything special for Christmas, or you just hanging out with the families? Let us know.
Yeah, somebody asked me, so what are you doing for the holidays? And I'm like, Christmas. Like, stop being a smartass. I'm like, it's better than being a dumbass.
I don't know.
Christmas.
Goddamn.
I figured I'd partake in some Christmas, you know.
I'll take one Christmas, please.
Sorry, sir, that is not on the menu.
Damn it.
This is an IHOP, sir.
I'll take a second Halloween then.
This is an IHOP, sir.
It was funny though. Earlier, we've been doing a lot of discussion because I got one of my Christmas gifts early, just because of a legal thing with it, and it was a full-blown gun, pretty slick. But because of that, it sparked a huge airsoft uprising.
Yes, it did. And welcome, Coconut. Thank you for your 8 months of Tier 1 subscription.
And so we've been talking about airsoft a lot lately, and dude. Some of that shit is so cool.
Oh, man. We got out of it at the wrong time, and it's not like we necessarily got out of it. It was more so like, Ben lived a couple states away. We weren't really bringing in a whole lot of the money that we had been previously, so we just couldn't do it. We didn't have the time. All of our schedules were so fucked up, and none of us
time was a big one.
We could never get a day off to go play, so we were just kind of sat it down. But we broke out a bunch of our parts yesterday, and we're pricing out, fixing them up, and we're like, why are we doing this when we can just buy 4 new guns?
Yeah, it was like $900.
Yeah, for all four of them guns. To be at least half decent, or just pay.
Or you can spend the same amount of money on 6 new guns.
Oh yeah, technically yes, six new guns, and there we go. We got 6 guns that we can just fuck with.
Coconut's saying they should make an airsoft version of the P50. I don't know what the P50 is. Gun expert.
P50. That doesn't sound familiar.
Doesn't ring a bell. Post a picture in Discord. I'm sure Soundbite would love to see it. Speaking of Soundbite, where do you think the FTMO is from?
I went and looked up P50. Everything's the P50. Little tiny car P50.
I'm gonna have to go with. It's dumb.
Imagine a P50.
I'm gonna go with Alabama.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
But imagine a P50 with an airsoft minigun on the top. It'd be small enough to play in the arenas with.
Yeah.
So you just crank up that 2-stroke and you go to town. And you could probably transport some people.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. Right on the back hitch.
Crammed in like a clown car.
Anyways, Soundbite. I think I'm thinking right. Was it Soundbite? Hosted.
Oh, the Kel-Tec P50. Okay, yeah.
I thought Kel-Tec was bad.
Eh.
Yeah?
I mean, they make some pretty shit projects, but like, you look at it this way, Kel-Tec's one of those companies where they make some outlandish guns to then fund the actually good gun that the guy who owns Kel-Tec wants to do. Like, Kel-Tec as a company is just this dude's excuse to make stupid guns. And that's what he does.
Yeah. Sugar Tits with a bet on Utah. Soundbite, I was talking about you because that was the one right with the Ford.
Yeah.
Soundbite is working with a buddy of his on a Ford with a big ass stroker kit and bored out and sounds gnarly. It's in the Discord in the car section if you guys want to check it out. I was talking to Micah. I was like, man, we can totally flip gears and drive over to Arizona and give them a run for their money on the strip. But the Genesis is made for autocross.
Yeah,
So
very much so.
unfortunately, that will never come true unless I build something.
It's really not a drag car to begin with.
It's an autocross car, right? True and true.
Yeah.
You fucking put it would have to be twin turboed because it's V6.
Yeah.
You know, you're already coming up from a torque issue. There's so much work that would have to go into it to turn it to drag.
And honestly, I'd have to probably put another, probably 15, 20 into it.
Yeah.
Just to even get it remotely.
ECU, it would be.
Then remove the entire interior. And
well, I don't know, 9 seconds, you wouldn't have to remove the interior.
For a 9 second? Maybe not.
Yeah, because with weight, you counter that by adding horsepower.
Yeah.
Or torque. Both.
It's a possibility.
But they're making it small tire. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Coconut, how you been doing, man? Haven't seen you in a little bit.
He's been very busy at work.
Very busy.
Very busy. As many people have been.
Well, we were super excited Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian season finale.
Oh,
At least I think it is.
my God.
Yeah.
Super good.
Super good.
Super good.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for Thray. He was literally like, he was kind of pissed though. You were, because there was the first episode where you were forced to wait till like the end of Friday, because normally he wakes up at like fucking crack ass of dawn and watches Mando 6 times a day.
Yeah, I watched the episode that drops that day. Let's see, once in the morning, depending, sometimes once with my boyfriend. Then I come over here, I would watch it with Ayrton, then I would watch it with everybody else, then I would go home and watch it again. So I usually watch those episodes 5 times in the day it comes out.
So Devo said no spoilers, but there's no excuse anymore. The whole season's out. Go ahead and subscribe and watch them all.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, Devo, that if you are a huge Star Wars fan, Season 2 is if you haven't watched any of Season 2, Season 2 is just all for fans. There's fans, like the good kind of fan service, not, titties and ass hanging out everywhere. There's the good kind of fan service all throughout the season, but Episode 5 and Episode 8 are just ginormous fan service episodes. Mm-hmm. And they are fantastic. They expand the universe. They expand what they can do with not only this show, but the offshoot shows.
My thing is, though,
I was watching it after work. Okay, that's acceptable.
We won't spoil anything. We're pretty good about that. One thing I thought was funny, though, the episode that got the most hate was my favorite episode.
Which was?
Was when Ahsoka.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Ahsoka episode.
I loved it.
That was the coolest episode.
All of the hate is ridiculous.
It's just Star Wars fans being dumbasses.
Yeah, being rude.
They're ridiculous sometimes. Being like, the backdrop's not good or whatever. Like, I don't know. It was just really nitpicky stuff, in my opinion.
But overall, I mean,
there were some people that like Ahsoka's head tails aren't long enough or something. Like you're going from animated Rebels to live action Mandalorian. Like it's that.
Well, you could flip that too. Well, I think the Rebels are too long.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well,
actually, that was first.
I just noticed that Coconut had actually gotten Rona.
I saw that. Yeah, I was waiting for a good spot to get in there. Well, hopefully you're getting better. Obviously you're not dead yet since you're on Twitch.
Congratulations. You survived.
Yeah.
Unless you can jack into the computer like in Cyberpunk, and now
Yeah, no, he's
he's on
got
a
his
little chip, and he's just watching. All he does is watch Lounge now.
From space.
Yeah, from space.
Let's see what else we got here. Minor symptoms, mini vacation where you sleep. Yeah, that's kind of how mine was. I literally was just sleeping, but I don't know if I got it. It was definitely that, but
Definitely.
it was at the so early point of COVID.
Yeah, they're saying 6 months before you can get it again. That's like.
Well, I've been
that's
past
it.
that and I haven't got it yet. So, and
Yeah.
which is funny because literally 6 months ago they were saying 3 days. So I have no idea.
It's
Yeah,
always-
did you see the president of, I believe it was Argentina, was saying that the COVID vaccine can turn you into an alligator?
Dude, we were.
Dude, Argentina is fucking... I knew the Argentinian president was a little, like...
Does he
meh.
have lineage links to Florida?
I guess, but damn, like... I knew he was a little meh, but I didn't know he was that meh.
We're all just waiting for the first person to come up and be like, the COVID vaccine made me gay or something like that. It's
Gave my son autism.
made me a crocodile. Like, oh my god.
Jackie and I had to refund it. Oh, yeah.
Coconut refunded cyber?
Well, because he has a PlayStation.
Oh.
Yeah, and thus...
Wow.
Wait, they let you refund it on the
Yeah,
PlayStation?
PlayStation allowed everybody.
Yeah,
to
and then
afford
they
refund.
removed it entirely from the library, and
Yeah,
then
I
you
saw
can
that.
refund that. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That's crazy.
What a shitstorm.
yeah. It's CD Projekt Red definitely did not.
I tell you what, I got 100 hours on that game, and I own it on PC. Fucking good ass game. And it sucks for those guys that were trying to play on older consoles, but they shouldn't have released it on older consoles.
Yeah,
That's a
fact.
You released it on older consoles?
yeah.
that's why they did it.
They released it on a
PS4
PS4 and
and
Xbox Ones. Even the PS4 Pros were having issues. Now it had higher FPS. It was usually like a 24 to 30 FPS thing, but usually it was still having issues getting that 30 FPS. And then first generation Xboxes that weren't Xbox One X or One S's were also having issues. One X's and One S's could still run it, same kind of like the PlayStation 4 or Pros, but it was still having issues. And my thing is, they came out a little bit before, and they were like, you guys are just kind of lucky that we're even releasing them on last gen consoles. And the big argument that people bring up, yes, they said it would run on last gen consoles, and I can understand why that's frustrating, but I'm pretty sure if you would have given them another few months to develop the game, rather than the whole demanding, oh, don't push it back again, yada 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 thing, pretty sure it would have run a lot better on the last gens. But they said that you guys were lucky that it even released on last gens, because it's actually only been being worked on for about 3 or 4 years, which is the standard time for a game to be worked on, is about a 3 or 4 year time. They said it had been announced 8 years ago, but on that 8-year mark, they were still working on stuff for The Witcher.
Yeah.
And because CD Projekt Red is a company that doesn't multi-project, they were focusing on The Witcher DLCs.
The Witcher expansions, yeah.
I mean, it looks like a 4 to 3 year development.
It does. Not 8 or 9 like people are saying. And I realize that it's kind of hard to believe that they've been only working on it for 3 or 4 years, but at the same time, knowing CD Projekt Red, they hyper focus on one project. So
I mean, it doesn't feel like an 8-year game.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. I've played games that have been that long in development, and it's definitely not
Yeah.
that.
My thing is, I just want to know what's up with the engine. Like,
It's a new engine.
Why does it run so badly? Like, they did something wrong in the background.
I don't know. I mean, if you go on PC, unlike console, there is a shit ton of people in
yeah,
there.
like the
So-
one thing that people like, they showed the E3 Access preview thing where it had like tons of people walking around the city, and you go to the PlayStation 4 release, and there's like, instead of 30 people in front of you, there's like 2.
Mhm.
So, you know how when you go to the city center on PC, there's a fuckload of
Yeah,
people.
dude, they're
No,
cramped.
on PlayStation 4, you can basically you could probably shoot a gun and not hit anybody.
Wow.
Like,
Oh, yeah, that's definitely lucky for them,
Mhm.
because I swear I go to a police encounter, and I swear I kill like 3 civilians every time.
well, luckily, if you finish the police encounter, the police go away.
Yeah.
So you can kill all the people you want, finish the police encounter, gone.
Dude, there was a funny ass side quest. It's not really a spoiler, it has nothing to do with the game. Side quest where this corporate guy was getting his ass beat by the police. I came over, killed the 2 police officers, and he was offering me money. I was like, bullshit, you're corpo. I know you have more money, give me more money. He's like, okay, fine, just don't kill me. He gives me like 23 grand, which is a lot.
Damn,
That's a lot of cyber.
And then I killed him. So,
I mean, I would too.
yeah. I mean, they need like a good versus evil.
They do. They need a morality thing.
They do.
They need a morality
It
system.
fits. I could go in forever about that
Yeah.
shit, though.
I mean, yeah, there's so much that we love to pick apart what would make Cyberpunk better, but there's a lot of quality of life stuff in that game.
Oh yeah.
Like, anytime they have you following a vehicle, there's
Yeah.
no such thing as too far away or too close. I literally let this truck drive away, I think it was like 300 meters. And it didn't, like, fail the mission. I just had to catch up with it.
Yeah.
It drives super slow.
And,
Yeah.
it just starts, it basically stops. And I really do appreciate all of
Yeah. The only time
the
the
thought
distance,
into it.
the only time the distance matters is like on the Delamains, the Delamain cars.
Oh, yeah.
And even then, once you get back in signal range,
They
the
come-
conversation just starts off where it left off. It doesn't restart or anything. It doesn't fail you.
I love that about the game. You know, it kind of doesn't jerk you around like that.
Yeah. I don't. We'll see. I'd say if you don't own it now, I mean, you wait like 6 months,
Not even 6, like 2, 3.
maybe. Yeah. I
Because
mean,
the big patches, the first one's coming in January, second one is coming in February. So those are the.
I don't know what that does for consoles though.
That's
So,
everything.
Yeah.
It's everything for PC and console. It's fixing all the frame rate issues,
Okay.
all the graphical issues, all of the. So it's actually, I figured out that it's going to be helping with the trainer stuff that's going on. So if you guys on PC have a trainer, I found out that it was only because it's actually hotkeyed to the numpad. In the way I hold my controller, sometimes it's over the numpad depending on where I move my keyboard. Well, numpad 0 is infinite health, and the infinite health bit is what fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Because until I had accidentally hit that, everything was fine.
So you have to go back to a load word before that. or
No,
just keep going?
once the patch comes out, it'll fix it all. But yeah, so
I think Cyberpunk mods are going to be pretty cool.
oh man, I
cars,
can't wait.
Cars, weapon mods,
Yeah.
cyber mods, is like all this shit.
Is it good with mod support?
Yeah, apparently they built it for mods.
Yeah.
Well, then that sounds pretty exciting because oh boy, do modders love to put content in, and the game already has so much content that
Yeah.
that's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be really good because you can tell because when you go to like the immune system part of cyberware, there's not a whole lot.
It really doesn't make any sense.
No, I found one thing so far.
I have some legendaries in there, and I only put them in there to have legendary mods. They're kind of
yeah, but that is a perfect example of it. They can have immunity, do more with poison. There's so much shit
Yeah.
they can do, man.
Yeah, like the best ones that I have, I think if I receive poison damage, rather than it hurting me, it heals me. Like that's like the best immunity thing that you
That
can
is
find.
pretty good.
Like I was like, oh, that's sweet, and I picked that up, and that was it. I
Do
was
you have
like,
the quick hack that like shuts people down?
yes, my favorite is still the short circuit.
Wild.
Oh, short circuit.
Circuit because it does so much damage, just instantly kills everything. Even though it says on the quick hack non-lethal, it just kills them. I'm just like, okay.
The non-lethal stuff is kind of stupid because I still crush people because their
doesn't
crits
work.
are so high.
Yeah. It doesn't work.
I mean, I've got my the smart sniper.
Mhm.
Fucking, it's so good. I was playing it last night and no joke, shot around a building and headshotted him for 80,000. I'm just like, I don't even need to try. I
Yeah,
literally.
no, I walk into like a place because I have so much armor, no one can do anything. And I walk into a place with my fucking revolver that crits for like 1.8 million to the head, and I just kind of walk around blasting kids. And then he saw me with my sniper, which, by the way, because I finally upgraded it, now crits for nearly 3 million to the
Goddamn.
head. So you're just going like, bam, eviscerating people, and it's just fucking
It'd be
great.
cool to go back and do some of the bosses
Mm.
and see how well you're doing because I swear some of those bosses, because I played on hard, it was very challenging, but it'd be nice to go back to them and redo that just to see how much stronger you got.
Oh, yeah.
Or if they had a scaling system.
I was about to say, you know what would be awesome? if Borderlands played like Cyberpunk.
Holy shit.
Like,
Yeah.
if instead of kind of like the single player narrative way, if they went like a co-op looter shooter way with this game, and
It's funny because
Made
it kind of
replayability,
was a looter shooter for me, because what I would do is I'd go around, kill everybody, and then loot literally everything. Then I'd go sell it.
I mean, if
Yeah.
they didn't say RPG and they called it a looter shooter, I feel like the entire thing would have went down differently. I really do.
well, for instance, it would have gotten one additional point on my rating system, bringing it from a 7 to an 8.
Yep. And
Because it would have gotten a 2 on objective instead of 1.
speaking of the rating system, when we come back, this is our last stream of the year. We're going to come back to the beginning of February, and we're going to add that new segment. We're going to be doing game reviews. I mean, we played tons of games. We play all the new games. Might as well fucking review them while we're on here. So, we'll go over the details then, but game reviews on the way. It's going to be fun. Alright, what time is it here? Alright. Yes, I'm wearing a Patriots jersey. Leave me alone.
Rip.
Can't even beat the fucking Dolphins.
Can't even beat the Dolphins.
I mean, they're good this year, though.
They actually are. They're surprisingly, like, you know, they've been laying the groundwork the past couple of years, so.
Yeah, slowly. They went into the dumps and came back.
You know who's been laying the groundworks for the past few years? Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, for their $60 million over cap.
Yeah, but now that they're $60 million over cap, they have to let go of a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm going to be interesting. I might follow them in the offseason just to see what they do.
I wonder if they're going to do a Hard Knocks, and the Hard Knocks is actually just them debating who to cut.
But if they twist this correctly, as soon as the offseason starts, they trade away all these big players for draft picks and get these low-end cap rookies, they might be epic in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the next year's draft's going to have any good quarterbacks.
One that I can name.
Who?
Fucking Harborough or whatever the fuck from Clemson. No, Lawrence. Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence.
Trevor. Is he that good?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Is he going to the draft?
Yes. Because, well, this is his senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to the draft.
What kind of quarterback is he? Is he passer, pocket, or?
He's actually good at both. Because he's just mobile enough to fit the kind of modern aesthetic that quarterbacks kind of have to be.
Russell Wilson-esque.
Very Russell Wilson-esque.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, not so much Lamar Jackson. He doesn't run as much as Lamar would. He's got a very strong arm, and he's very smart. Very smart. I mean, there's a reason why, since he became the starter at Clemson, they've basically gone undefeated.
Well,
So-
yeah,
Yes,
they've lost a
about.
couple games.
Yeah, like he's got. He's got like only got like 5 losses under his belt there. Like,
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of good running backs and wide receivers coming out in the next year.
Yes, plenty,
Especially running backs.
plenty.
There's like 2 or 3. There's a guy I follow on YouTube who highlight players from colleges that aren't big time, and there's some that are just crushing records. It's ridiculous. So there might be something to it. Like it's a weaker field and stuff like that, but I don't know if they can get to the combine and show what they got. It's game over.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Metcalf. Metcalf came from a lower end school.
Yeah, and he crushed at the combine, and no one wanted him.
Yeah, he went low.
He went in the 6th round, wasn't it?
Somewhere around
I think it was like
there,
a 6th
like
round
Brady.
pick, and now he's the way he's performing, people would have put him in the 1st or 2nd round. Like,
Easily first round, yeah.
People like to kind of pick from these high-end schools almost exclusively. They like to hover around the high-end schools.
Yeah, SEC mainly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe Big
Where
Ten.
they all come from. Texas A&M, Clemson, Alabama, Auburn, LSU,
Yep.
and Georgia.
Yeah. I think Oregon's part of Pac-12.
Oh
Yeah, they're like the last in that list.
yeah.
As far as Pac-12 teams,
Pac-12, they make some damn good football players. They can never win a championship, but they make some goddamn good football players.
All right, what to watch?
Oh, what to watch? Grand Tour.
Great.
A massive hunt.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
You wanna do Scars first? Or you wanna do what to watch? Let's do what.
Let's do what to watch.
Okay, Grand Tour. What to watch? Mando.
Yep.
What to watch?
Only because they just added it, and I'm a huge nerd. Stargate SG-1 on Netflix got added all 10 seasons.
Oh Jesus!
So
I might have to check it out. It looked pretty good.
yeah, it's. I would recommend watching the movie first, because technically the first episode of the first season starts right after that. So the only thing is the main actor, Colonel O'Neill, goes from Kurt Russell to the guy who played MacGyver. That's the only difference.
I don't know. Kurt Russell in a TV show would have been kind of.
It would have been great.
Yeah.
But it went from Kurt Russell with his, luscious hair to...
I know this gets us off track, but did you know Kurt Russell was a professional baseball player?
That I did not know.
Yeah, and his dad grew up in New York, and he hung out with a lot of the old school New York Yankees. Like Lou Gehrig and all those guys. Yeah, and he played for, we talked about him last cast.
I was asleep for that one.
It was the Portland Milwaukee's, or
Wait,
I think it was the Portland.
are you talking about the Portland Pickles?
No, he played for a real team.
No.
He played for
The pickles are real?
Plush said, hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
What up?
How's it going? How you doing?
Disembodied voice here.
Just chilling.
What you smoking?
I'm chilling moves.
Chilling moves?
I actually Googled what to watch, just kind of browse through and see what was there. I didn't see much, but I figure it's Christmas time, so.
Yeah, I tell you what,
Think
though,
about
what
Christmas
not
movie.
to watch, that, what was it called, Anna or whatever on Netflix, that one...
Anna? Yeah, we talked about that shit.
Yeah, absolute
Complete
shit.
Okay, Christmas movies, what to watch.
Christmas Chronicles?
In my
1 and 2.
opinion, I think watching all 3 John Wicks on Christmas is the way to go.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
A lot of people say Die Hard's
That's a Christmas movie.
not a Christmas movie.
Well, John Wick is definitely not
Wick
a Christmas
is not a
movie.
Christmas movie.
But Die Hard is.
It just because it happens on Christmas.
Yeah, but it is.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas movie.
I don't know, John Wick, I don't know, for some reason John Wick feels like a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let me finish this. Hold your fucking roll. Alright? The reason why I say that is because during Christmas, it's so fucking boring around the house, I would want to watch something entertaining. That's why I think Die Hard
This is
a
coming from the
Christmas
guy
movie.
that said we should open all of our presents on Christmas Eve.
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
He's the one that wants to open all of our presents on Christmas Eve.
I've always opened presents on Christmas
Ooh,
Eve.
there's a good one to ask. When do you
Literally.
guys open your presents?
Since I was 5 that I can remember,
Because
I've opened on Christmas
we do
Eve.
one present Christmas Eve and then the rest on Christmas.
You do. I know.
Yeah, that's.
He does.
You
and
guys
Kayla
do.
too.
Kayla.
I don't. You all do.
Guess what? You
but
did
I
this
don't.
year.
Yeah, I want to know what everybody else does.
It's bullshit because I was forced to get my one gift before Christmas Eve.
So he can't open another one.
Yeah, that's the bullshit.
And see, the funny thing is that gift then got wrapped, so he gets to open it again.
Again, yeah. I mean, I
Well,
can't
you
use
can open
it,
that
but-
on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. You gotta find it in the fucking pile.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We should have taken some pictures of the pile.
No kidding.
That's when you have too many people in one location again. The gifts get out of control.
Yeah,
we had to
like-
rearrange it because it was climbing over the couch.
Yeah, and it's funny because none of us really spent a whole bunch of money. It's just there's 7 of us giving gifts to 6 other people.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
there's just so many people.
It's not like we're getting a lot either. It's
Yeah.
like 3, 2, 3, 3, whatever. It's just
Yeah, but each person got somebody at least 1 or 2 things. So it's that adds up very quickly.
It does. It's ridiculous. Drink break.
My ice is
With your invisible cup.
Is it invisible?
It's the
Oh.
reflection.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what other Christmas movies we got. I mean,
Nightmare Before.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think The Grinch is definitely a banger.
The
Which
Grinch
one,
is the
though?
best. Definitely not the animated. The real one with
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best fucking Grinch movie ever.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Who's now a rock star?
What?
The little kid.
Oh, the little kid's a rock star?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The little girl?
The
I can't remember-
Cindy Lou Who?
Yeah, she's super famous. What's her damn name? I know Sugar Tits will tell me immediately.
I'll get on it.
It's a race. Ben versus Sugar Tits. Who will get it first? Sugar Tits probably didn't even watch it. Listening.
Probably not. Cindy Lou Who and the Who Band.
Oh damn, she was fucking hot.
That's why I know her, but she also makes good music.
I'm trying to figure out Taylor Momsen. I don't see any like band or anything on here though.
Cindy Lou Who from The Grinch.
Professional quality.
Hitting up that Wikipedia.
What professional quality are we missing? It's a lounge. We chill.
Oh, the Pretty Reckless.
Yeah, Pretty Reckless. She's the lead
really?
singer of Pretty
Holy
Reckless.
shit.
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Props to you. Going from Cindy Lou Who to Pretty
badass. To the Pretty Reckless.
Damn.
All right, I fucks with it.
Yeah, it was like she was super famous just constantly.
I mean, go for it. Sometimes, you know, child actors don't always pan out, so they got to find something else. She found something else pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of them don't pan out. Like
Fucking
Miranda Cosgrove.
yeah,
She had a better run than most, but
or who was that?
Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he looks like a goddamn crackhead.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
He
He
got
looks
his
a
shit
lot
straight.
better. What was that?
I think he looked like it because he was.
What was that one? It was like they were twins. It was the two girls. They were
Soundbite. Scrooge.
Scrooge, yeah, Bill Murray.
Murray.
But the movie is basically it's two twin girls. One is from like a really poor family, and one is from like a rich British aristocrat family, and they trade places. Those chicks. I think
The
Sugar
TV
Tits.
show?
No, it's a movie. I think Sugar Tits will know that one.
I'm not familiar.
Parent Trap. That's what
Oh.
it is. Those two girls.
With Adam Sandler? Or not Adam Sandler?
No, that's Adam Sandler.
What's this freaking... I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's.
He played in, shit, man, I'm dropping a ball
He
today.
played in Aw Shit.
I don't know that.
Starts with a Z. Yeah.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
No.
That movie, unironically, is kind of funny. I enjoy the humor in it. I remember
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan and her look-alike, yes.
No, what's his freaking name? Why do I only know him from Zoolander?
Zoolander?
Zoolander.
Oh, fucking. Wait, was that Ben Stiller?
Yes, Ben Stiller.
Stiller's in Parent Trap.
Okay.
That's who it is. Ben Stiller. I don't know why I can remember that name,
Dude, yeah. I can definitely see it. You can see his face.
Yeah,
in your
I
brain.
was like,
and then,
what is your name?
Well, see, you're... Oh, wait, no. Who's the one who plays in Don't Mess with the Zohan?
That's Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Adam Sandler.
They kind of have similar styles of
They-
movies.
they
so
do, yeah.
I can see... It's like...
It's just one fell off.
Vaguely shit.
It's like Matt Damon and fucking... God, what's the other guy? Matt Damon and... Why can't I think of the other guy?
Well,
This whole stream's like, why can't I think of this guy's
the
name?
Born Supremacy guy.
Oh, that's Matt
Oh
Damon.
no, then fucking Interstellar. Then he was in Interstellar. He's on The Martian.
isn't that Matt Damon? Too?
That's Matt Damon.
Okay, I gotta look him up. Okay.
You know the other guy. And he just keeps thinking of Matt Damon.
God damn it.
It's like he made up this whole doppelganger that acts and looks.
Mark Wahlberg. God damn it.
They don't look anything
Yeah,
alike.
they do.
Mark Wahlberg is like 2 feet shorter.
Face wise.
And he's so wide now because that's all he does is pump iron.
Yeah, dude.
After that movie, what was it?
Fighter?
No, No Pain, No Gain, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The one with,
With
the
The Rock.
Rock and all that, yeah.
You know what's funny is I get Ben
No,
Matt
Matt Damon. No, what's the other guy? Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
in my brain sometimes, and this is, I know it's crazy that
Film
I get these
actors
mixed
do.
up, but I get Stiller mixed up with, God damn, I knew his name, now I forgot.
The guy
What's
in
his name?
Waterboy?
No,
Okay.
that's Adam Sandler.
No, it's Matt Damon again.
God damn it.
The one in Click, right?
Who plays the daycare?
The guy who's
Night at the
Happy
Museum?
Gilmore, right?
No, that's Ben Stiller as well.
Yeah, that's Ben
Um,
Stiller. This is a train wreck. Let's just give up.
No, the guy who played in Idiocracy. That guy.
yeah.
No, he's a stand-up comedian. What's his fucking name?
Bill Burr?
No, he's black.
Oh, what?
What?
I know, that's what I was saying.
The guy from Daddy Daycare?
No, not Daddy
Eddie
Daycare.
Murphy?
Yes, Eddie Murphy. Thank you.
Eddie.
No, if you think about Ben Stiller and Eddie Murphy acting, they're the exact same thing except one's black. So it's hard to get it. If you don't know, if you're just listening, it's impossible telling.
This is a fucking train wreck.
At least I had two different actors.
Not Matt Damon and Matt Damon.
Fucking Mark Wahlberg. I was trying to think Marky Mark, not fucking Jesus Christ. I'm naming off
Talk
fucking
about the worst movie ever, Mark Wahlberg and Transformers.
Oh god.
Anyways.
At least Shia LaBeouf was at least half okay. That was before
I
he
was-
went in cannibal mode.
I always remember that because Brad Pitt in the movie Fury could not stand him because he never took showers on the set.
LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
just
so-
a stinky boy.
He's a method actor.
Yeah.
So, they didn't have showers back then that was readily available. So he literally 24/7 didn't take showers so he could be in his role.
Yeah, and so he was like when he rubbed himself down with dirt, like actual mud and dirt, to get all nasty. Yeah, and then just wouldn't take a shower.
And Mark Schwimmer.
Alright. I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Mark Schwimmer?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he misspelled it. Did he? Who's Schwimmer?
Which one?
Schwimmer.
Sugar Tits does not like Mark
It's
Wahlberg.
Matt Damon.
She does not like Mark Wahlberg.
Damon.
Matt Damon. You know the guy in The Martian.
You know, Film Actors Guild.
You know, we need a second Team America.
A second Team America will never happen.
I know it won't, but we need a second one.
That came out just in time.
We need Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money.
Also not happening.
It's not.
Yeah, he's gonna die before that.
He's like 90 something.
Well, it's like this is getting on the things that won't ever happen. You look at like James Cameron, right? He wants to make like 6 avatars.
Yeah, I don't know why those aren't coming out.
The next one was supposed to come out, I think, next year.
It was always supposed to come out the next year. That's what
Yeah,
they keep saying.
and the thing
It'll
is,
come out
like,
next year. It'll
they-
come out next year.
It's like he's like the George
They-
R.R. Martin of Avatar.
they develop a whole new camera system for the movie.
Yeah.
So they developed a whole new one for the first Avatar, and he said, "Yeah, so I'm developing a whole new camera system for the second movie."
Is it what's her name? She played. Oh, we're not doing this again.
What's her name?
Jesus.
Matt Damon.
David.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Her
green
name-
bitch?
Yeah, Zoe something.
Deschanel.
Is it? No, that's
No.
that's a white chick. I can't remember. I just
Mark
know her
Wahlberg?
first name is Zoe.
Matt Damon.
Yes, Mark
David?
Wahlberg.
Matt Damon.
No, she is in Avatar. She plays the blue girl.
Which one?
The main
The
one.
main.
The only one that matters.
The one with the titties that you get to see.
I can't Google green bitch.
I can't Google it. Sure you can.
Yeah, type in Guardians of the
Green
Galaxy
bitch.
green bitch and you'll get her.
Well, no, you can't say Guardians of the Galaxy. You just gotta search
green
green bitch.
bitch.
Does it come out?
Alright, so the Kim Possible villain.
Okay.
Okay.
The fucking Powerpuff Girl.
Oh, okay.
Buttercup, yeah.
Buttercup's on there. There is a song by Leatherlung called Green Bitch.
Leatherlung.
Leatherlung.
Okay.
That's a fucking
That's a
band.
hell of a band name.
There is. God, I don't even know what the hell the rest of this shit is.
Is she on there though?
Is she? There's somebody with a balaclava with an Under Armour logo on it and a gun posing for a picture.
Okay, we'll stop there.
Just type in Marvel green bitch and you'll get her.
No,
I don't know
We
if you
got
get
no
that in there.
Gamora here.
Leather lung.
No Gamora. So
No
Marvel.
Gamora.
Yeah, just do Marvel green bitch and she'll come up.
Yeah, she's the only green character.
Yeah. Actually, the first result is Mickey Mouse photoshopped onto the Hulk.
Oh, oh, I guess Hulk would have
Yeah.
been, yeah. But he's like super dark green.
Yeah, it's mostly Hulk and She-Hulk.
Really?
Jesus.
It's a lot of She-Hulk actually.
Alrighty then. No love for Gamora.
Yeah, not very much.
No much, not much love for green bitch.
Yeah.
Let's be
Green
honest
bitch.
though, her whole storyline is kind of shit.
Yeah, kind of.
Alright, let's get to the important stuff.
Oh god.
We have
Sugar-coated
recordings
pecans.
Yeah.
Anyways, top 25 cigars. How's your current cigar?
Not $19 worth.
Not $19. No.
It's got a huge crack on it.
Who makes it again?
Cow.
Cow. I've never seen a good cow. A good CAO.
I've petted some good cows.
You what?
I've petted some good cows.
Yeah,
They walk up to the fence, you're not.
That's why I said CAO.
Oh, okay.
So people don't get confused.
Yeah, I'm smoking a
Like
moo.
a moo.
A moo.
A moo cow.
It's part of its leather and lung.
Cow should release a cigar and call it the moo.
Cow goes moo.
Yeah. The
You know what's
cow-
funny is they made it barber pole style too, and you had like white like cow spots on a
Ooh.
cigar. Man, we should make cigars in the future.
Top 25 cigars.
Top
two.
25. The Nickel Libre is really good. Top 2. I'll do the first one. You do
Okay.
the second one. Number 2. The Crowned Heads Coalition. My favorite cigar
Yep.
on the market right now. Super good. That's not a. That's a something.
That's something else.
That's a something. Anyways,
Oh, man, I think I found it.
Coalition eyeball.
God damn it.
Oh geez,
It's locked.
someone's liked our stream.
Woo!
Is that it? Really blurry.
Is it blurry?
It's a
Yeah,
tiny image.
super blurry.
No. Anyways, Coalition, super good cigar. This guy, roughly about $13, $14 by Crowned Heads, actually rolled by Drew Estate. Super creamy. It's got some very earthy tones to it. A light pepper. These aged will be probably more on the spicier side. That's how cigars usually work. But if you can get these freshly rolled, super good. Don't get the smaller size either. The only size that you can really get these is Toro Grande.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Toro Grande is the best size for this stick. If you go smaller, it's still really good, but it does not get its number 2 spot.
It's also very inconsistent.
Mhm.
Whereas I've had 2 Toro Grandes, both have been excellent.
Yeah, very
But I
good.
had a Robusto, and it was kind of piss poor.
Yeah. And the more I started smoking the smaller ones, I was like, man, I really don't know where this is going to end up in our top 25 just because of the inconsistency. But I have smoked over 10 Toro Grandes now, and they're all the exact same, and they're all fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love this stick. Every time Sugar's is like, what do you want in your stocking? I'm like, Coalition. Get me a fucking Coalition. So hopefully I get one in my Christmas stocking this year. Yeah, talking to you. Anyways, next one,
It's the one that you guys have already seen.
take it away.
This is my personal number 1. It's honestly a really hard fight because his cigar, phenomenal cigar. My cigar, phenomenal cigar. This is the Archetype Chapter 3 Sacred Scales. This is made by Ventura Cigars. Unfortunately, it was discontinued in October. So if you can get your hands on them now, I would recommend it. Great cigar, usually about $11 a pop. You can find boxes for about $250. It has a lot of earthy notes as well. A little bit of light wood, something kind of like an oak or a cedar. You get the kind of white pepper on the back. There's a hint of a molasses sweetness with some coffee notes. It's a very complex cigar, very robust cigar. I have smoked a good number of them. I'd say probably 8 or 9 of them right now, and I have another like 40 of them. Fantastic cigar, great construction every single time, and they just look cool. I love the bands.
I mean,
the
you get
box
the
designs.
architecture quality.
Yeah,
All of the
archetype.
yeah, every archetype has just been, every time I've had one has been fantastic. Be it the Fantasy series, which was released with Oliva. You get Chapter 1, which is obviously the oldest one, fantastic. Chapter 2's has the worst one out of the bunch in it,
Which is
and
Drew
it's
Estate.
still really good.
Yeah.
Which is a Drew Estate, and then you get the I guess it's called the I think it's called the Artisan series, which is the Master and the Pupil.
Which is the only ones that they're going to keep making.
Yes.
The Master, the Pupil, and the Archetype Axis Moon Die.
Yes.
Oh, the Axis.
Those are the
Wonderful.
3 that they are keeping after being procured by another company. All great cigars. If you haven't had anything from the Ventura line / Archetype line, Definitely recommend it. Sacred Scales would be top of the list for that one.
Yeah, I would say I've smoked probably about 5 of these now,
Probably.
roughly. I've got one in my box aging just because I want to see how it goes, and I'm sure I'll be smoking more in the future. I might even get my own box at one point just because they're so damn good. This, as far as where it places in our top 100, which is a list we'll be coming out with in our break, because that's why we do the breaks, because we want to do stuff in the Discord. But this one in the top 100, I believe, placed in the top 5.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do in a top 100 list. We had a list of almost over 200 cigars.
Yeah, and we just started chopping.
Some bangers.
And there's some fucking banging cigars in there, and they just went down.
Yeah. I know one cigar that I'm really trying to get my hands on right now are the Vieja Satori's. Those things I enjoy a lot. I wish you could have had one. That's why I didn't place higher, because he hadn't smoked one yet. But in the top 100, that one sits roughly in the top 10.
Yeah.
If you smoke that sucker, and it's I can't wait. Some good cigars coming out. Hopefully, I can get my hands on the Kintsugi. Alec and Bradley Kintsugi. This will be their 5th cigar.
Yes.
I believe.
5th or 6th.
5th or 6th. It looks awesome. The blend is incredible. It looks like it's going to be a banger. You got a Mexican binder.
Is it a
Ecuadorian?
Is it a 99 or is it a?
It's not a Corojo 99. It's just a Mexican rolled Mexican tobacco.
Yeah.
Same thing that the Undercrown has.
Yep.
And then they have a San Andreas innard, and then it's a Nicaraguan Ecuadorian filler. So it's going to be a good one. Obviously, we love Corojo 99. But I swear I haven't had a single cigar with a Corojo 99 that doesn't even come close to a Camacho Distillery. You can't. Anybody that uses a Corojo 99 and you can't beat a Camacho Distillery, why even release it?
Yeah, it's hard because like we smoked all of our Camacho Corojo distilleries so fast that they started to taste bad.
Yeah.
And then now that we've had a break, I'm pretty sure if I go back to smoke it, it'll be great.
It's been about a year. But we had a box of 20, and we smoked that thing in like 2.5 weeks.
If that.
It was quick. And they were just so fucking good. And, but our store finally got caught up. They finally had a full box. I almost bought one. I should have, just for shits. I probably will by the end of the year. But that does it for top 25.
Yeah. Top 25 of this
Any
year.
any cigars you're excited for?
Camacho Nicaragua. That's not even a Nicaragua.
It's not.
I'm pumped for Christmas.
You're pumped for Christmas?
Yeah, because we're picking up the big boys.
Yeah, okay, yeah. For Christmas, we're going to get 3 7x70s. And they're not named. They're Texas brand at Dublin Hound Cigar Shop. If you're in Houston, I definitely recommend you go there. We're not sponsored or anything.
There is
We like them. They're good.
A shop southeast Houston that we have to go to because they have an exclusive Blackbird Cigar Company cigar.
Yes.
So I want to go.
Stogies also has that.
We're going to Stogies because I don't feel like going to Southeast Houston.
And Stogies has Death Bucket still, part 2. So that's another one to be excited for. The 7x70s, they have a Maduro and the Connecticut. I think I'm going to stick with the Maduro. I know we talked
it was
about that.
so good.
Yeah, it was super good.
It was one of the tastier cigars I've had in a while.
Yeah.
And you got 7x70, which means with those big cigars, you get that, it's almost like cool, and it's almost like, it's not a weaker flavor, but it's like a softer flavor. It's just so, for some reason, the big cigars are just more enjoyable. Unless you the woody that you can't smoke, like Micah, the big cigars are just really enjoyable.
The biggest cigar.
Well,
there's a limit to how big the big cigar can go.
Probably 8x80 is the limit.
Which is probably why the JFR
8x80s
move like motherfuckers.
Well, you can't really go thicker, and I think that's what Oscar Valadez found out, that if you go bigger, you can't physically fit it in your mouth. So he went with the length. That's the only option. When you're limited by the size of your hole, you can.
I can't you can't smoke a cigar like
You can punch cut it and put it up to your face.
It's like a mask.
You attach it to a gas mask. You have to buy the special branded gas mask and hook it up. It's the only way to smoke the thing.
Amazing.
But yeah, I was trying to decide between the Maduro and the Connecticut while we were sitting there prepping. We sat down here 15 minutes before we were supposed to start.
Yeah.
And I smoked 2 Connecticut's this weekend, and I was just like, I was left empty. I don't know, Connecticut's just don't hit that bar for me anymore.
I think that, because I had the Connecticut and the Robusto, and
Yeah.
it tasted like the
Camacho, Connecticut.
Camacho, Connecticut.
Yeah.
It tasted exactly like the Camacho, Connecticut. So I
It was
figured the
spot
big
on.
one's probably going to be like that, but a little bit better,
Yeah.
which wouldn't compare to the Maduro. The
It wouldn't
Maduro
even,
would
yeah.
be so much better than that.
It's
so.
that spice. It hits you with a tiny bit of spice and then it just disappears.
Yeah.
It's great. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You'd have to be here in Texas to smoke one. I definitely recommend it. But you're saying you're super pumped for Christmas and the Christmas cigars, and going back to Airsoft, I was just like, is it sad that I am more excited to play Airsoft in January than I am for all our Christmas gifts? I don't know.
I'm pretty pumped.
I'm pretty pumped.
After playing paintball and remembering all the reasons why I hate paintball and the Airsoft is better, I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, 2 years? 3 years?
3.
When James left Houston.
So, yeah, about 3.
About 3 years.
I've played them since Indy. It's been 6 years.
It's been 6 years for you, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was funny though, because he came home and he was like, man, I'm going to be super fucking sore. And he was like running around, doing normal activities. And he was just like, yeah, I'm fucking sore this morning. It was funny.
I can almost guarantee you the first games that we play Airsoft-wise, I'm going to be fucking destroyed.
Honestly, I don't think I will be destroyed. You want to know why? Because I've been squatting and fucking pumping iron on that Genesis. I don't think I will be sore.
The Genesis workout plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if you guys need a good workout plan, work on my car.
Work on the car in a very tight space.
In a tight space, especially when the shop that put the tires on put them on too tight, and he has to use his entire body and then some.
Railed it with the air impact.
Yeah, man, air packs are expensive as dicks right now, dude. I used to be able to get, I got my old Snap-on used one from a pawn shop for $40. I can't even get one off Amazon for less than $120.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those things where, because of COVID, a lot of people are starting to learn how to do it at home.
Yeah, like rotating tires. And
Could be, but I was thinking supply.
That too.
Manufacturing.
Yeah.
I think the airsoft companies are in that situation.
Yeah, but when you look at it this way, Ben, the vacuum I got, which is the cordless version of the one we have over here, I got for $120. I went back a couple of weeks later, looked at it, $658
For that?
for a cordless version of that.
Oh my god.
Or my mom was trying to order some new dinner tables for the living room, and that normally was $90. It went out of stock. When it came back in stock, it was almost $230 for 4 dinner tables.
Yeah.
That aren't even that high grade. I mean, it literally broke apart while we were sitting there using it.
Yeah.
Oh, the TV table.
Yeah, the TV, the dinner table.
TV trays.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Definitely.
All right, got a question.
Mm-hmm.
We hit the Genesis. What car would you take on the Grand Tour Voyage, and what mods would you do?
Grand Tour Voyage.
The new episode. In Madagascar.
I'm doing our wagon that we talked about. So I'm going to get some kind of wagon, probably like a Volvo or a Mercedes.
Okay.
I'm going to raise it up, big old tires on it, big old chunky tires. Of course, it has to be all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
So-
and it has to be a car, by the way. So if you're
Yeah.
in chat and you recommend,
It has to be a car.
get it in there.
So it's going to have big chunky tires, twin turboed V8. So it's going to have the fucking snorkely boys on it. It's going to have that outer skeleton, the light bar, the whole thing. I'm going to put a generator in it. I'm going to put new tires in the back, just ready to go. Going to have a cooler in there for some drinkage. And then probably some things like jacks and just tools and stuff like that. And then probably a couple replacement parts for some undercarriage stuff, or the tie rods or some shit like that, so I can replace it on the fly. And then do what Jeremy did, and basically armor plate the entire bottom.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna go, because the only way you're gonna get a used Volvo.
Yeah.
There's no way, because they don't make wagons new.
No.
And my ideal car, no budget, I'm going to get an Audi S7, twin turbo, brand new 2020, huge suspension, Fox shocks, everything, huge tires, twin turbo snorkels, the whole deal, and I'm going to go in luxury.
I mean, that's why I was like, probably do like the Mercedes or possibly an Audi wagon as well.
Yeah.
So,
But the reason why we were talking about this is because we were trying to like think of a good way for us to go and visit a bunch of racetracks in like just like take 2 months and just go around to a bunch of racetracks across America. And old Volvo was what we came up with.
and actually one thing that the discussion that actually brought this on was we were just talking about all these like expensive road networks and stuff that places were doing, and they're still trying to push for the Bering Strait tunnel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah?
That's where it came from.
And so technically with that you can almost circumnavigate the globe, because you can go from Europe all the way back around to the United States and down even into South America and Africa technically. The only way you wouldn't be able to do it is because they have to go from like the UK to fucking Iceland, Greenland area to then Canada. That's the only other way you could circumnavigate without getting on boats.
So the only way is to go Britain all the way back around to North Carolina.
Yeah, I saw when they're pushing that idea that somebody plotted out how long it would take you in driving time for like the longest road trip ever.
Let's see. We came up with an hour.
From South Africa up to Europe and like across all the way to down to Tierra del Fuego in South America.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't remember how long it would take, but it was like weeks of driving time. Like, it was so long.
And I like, from the quick math I did, I had it at like almost 6 weeks. And that's just going from Houston, Texas to the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then we were planning our route. And I was like, we have to go through China. And he's like, no, we don't have to go through China. We'll just take Russia all the way.
Yeah.
But then he was giving me an excuse of why we can't go into China because they're commies. And I was like, what do you think Russia is still?
They're not as communist.
Just go.
There's no win-win.
But the thing is, though, is he wanted to go to Japan, right? Well, there's an island that's really close to one of the outcroppings
He was
of
avoiding
Russia.
China at all costs.
Yeah, there's a little outcropping of Russia that is right next to a northern island of Japan that you build a bridge across, then you go through that island to the other islands of Japan. So I mean, you don't have to go through China at all.
Coconut says, wagon, get the tent bed extender bullshit for comfy camping.
There you go.
Yeah.
I need a quick shout out because I think they're both still here. Out of everybody that has like the most loyalty points, that's not us, Coconut, and then Soundbite.
Oh yeah.
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 Fuck yeah, nice. And Plush, I'm sure, is up there. He falls asleep to our shit.
Plush is like 15th or something.
Oh, really?
It goes those, then Kayla, then Devo, then Troy, Filthy, Ozzy, then Plush.
Yeah, Devo watches the VODs, so that makes sense.
Yep.
I might like sub that. 'Cause our VODs get a ridiculous amount of views.
You wanna know who has the most points, including us?
Sure.
Sugar Tits at 30,000.
Damn.
More than Streamlabs Cloudbot itself at 24.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But no, we were talking about that, and we would like visit locations too.
Yeah, so it would take for fucking ever.
Yeah, it would be a full year adventure. You go to Houston, maybe stop in Alaska and just check out Anchorage or something.
Yeah.
And then Russia.
Yeah, go through Russia and all
Moscow.
that stuff. Well, see, what we'd actually have to do before we go across Russia is go visit Japan, fuck around to Japan for a little bit, then go out.
Yeah.
So...
You take a flight to Australia, hang out, take a flight back, then take your car.
Yeah, you could. You totally could. Japan to Australia, hang out with them, meet Mighty Car Mods, go back.
Yeah, fly back and take your car back and go drive.
Actually, I'm sure there. I wonder if there would be a way to build a road from like Asia to.
That's far.
No.
Australia's in its own little world down there.
It is
but
literally so far. It is to fly to Japan is like 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is really, really far.
Well, plus you're flying against the jet stream.
They're more
See,
or
this is what I
less
mean.
up in...
They go from Indonesia, right? You go
I
from-
guess you could drive to
and
Australia.
then you go from like through Indonesia, like across here,
Go through Thailand,
and then go to
Indonesia.
Papua New Guinea.
That's if there's bridges
Yeah, and then go from Papua New Guinea to here.
to Australia, Upper Australia, which I don't know what's in Upper Australia.
Nothing. Queensland is pretty shit.
Oh, that's where they live. That's where Mighty Car Lads lives.
Oh, they're in Queensland?
Yeah, they live in Queensland.
Yeah, so you could technically, if you did it right with all these islands with a system of bridges, go through Papua New Guinea to then Australia.
That's
Coconut.
some cyberpunk
There we go.
megacorp shit, like levels of money though, because just making the Bering Strait tunnel
Yeah.
is going to be like ridiculous, and
Yeah.
you'd have to do that multiple times.
Yeah. Oh, and Coconut's saying though that we could just 3D print one. 3D print
a
road.
Yeah, 3D print roads.
And we'll do that on our little 3D printer when we get it.
Mhm, piece by piece, brick by brick.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
From across the Bering Strait.
Yeah, and then
the
tide would
support.
come in and break everything.
I think we should just stick to figurines.
Okay, so what we should do then is buy a boat that can transport the cars.
No, there's no boats allowed.
No, just to go visit Australia. Show Mighty Car Mods the car
Well,
that we are currently fucking around
That's
with.
why Ben said plane. So
Yeah.
we rent a cargo plane to take us
Yeah,
because
you just
boats were
fly
just
and then you fly
immediately
back.
banned.
Yeah.
Plus, boats kind of boring.
Oh, I mean, Australia is just so far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
one of those things that, like, yeah, you can visit Australia. but you
What
have to
printer
fly
are we getting?
everywhere
I
else
don't
you
know
go.
yet.
It's
One of them.
yeah, one of them. I want to go for the Dremel brand one.
Yeah.
Put float tires on.
Fla-
Make the toy Boda.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that would be terrifying.
Toyota.
If the ocean would destroy that vehicle.
Yeah, it would.
It would not even be close.
It'd be
It would have to be basically like the Lotus from James Bond and be able to go underwater.
Yeah,
At that point, it's just not a car anymore.
yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
Because we modded it for one thing, we'd have to disassemble the thing that we modded it for, put it in the car to then modify it to go underwater, and it's no.
Yeah. Or we make a plan, we just drive our current cars into the ocean and then buy new ones in Australia. And then
Drive
do the
those
same
in the
thing in Australia and then buy another one in Japan.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
take
But the
those
goal is
back
to go with
Yeah.
one car.
Yeah, okay. FTMO.
FTMO.
Yeah, so
I said Alabama.
heaven oh, that the first thing that comes to mind is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Flameo, Hotman. Like, I wonder if they're just walking around like heaven oh, Godman. Like,
Oh, what's it? Coconut said he's got the Creality Ender Pro 3 P. Good.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah,
P
for
good.
sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, the one we're looking at is like four something. So.
Which, I'm glad you told me you have a 3D printer now, because we may need you if we don't get this if we don't get this in time.
Yeah, so FTMO, you said Alabama.
Alabama.
Ben,
God.
Heaven
All right, this is
Maybe Georgia.
a commissioner. What does that mean?
Like a police commissioner?
the commissioner of the county.
Oh,
Where's Batman?
Jesus. All right,
Get the bat signal.
I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with Georgia. I'm gonna go with the.
Go ahead,
neighbor.
Georgia. We're going with like south,
Yeah,
way
yeah.
south. Well, you guys are right on the way south. We got a couple people in there also for Alabama.
I almost feel like Mississippi.
Mississippi, you
I think
guys
we
are
should
on the
go
right
Mississippi.
track.
Is it
Yeah.
Louisiana?
It's not Louisiana.
Okay.
No, this is the great state of Texas.
Really?
A Texas commissioner
Oh, where? Hope
up in
County?
the Panhandle.
Okay,
no,
that's
up in
why.
the Panhandle.
Oh yeah.
Passed it in
They
1994.
passed it.
It passed it. So if you are in this
94?
county in
What
1994,
county?
Hope County, I think.
it's not Hope County. I can't remember the county. I'll look it up. But if you say hello, you'll get some funny looks. It's
Do
heaven no.
they still do that?
Yep. They
Oh
still
my
do
God,
that.
dude,
We have to go there.
You have to go.
I want to say hello just to get the
Hello?
funny looks.
I want to say Flameo.
I'm sure all the millennials don't do it, but you never know.
Heaven-o.
Heaven-o.
Heaven-o, Godman.
Yeah, and the only reason I found this one was because this was a headline embedded in a headline. First one ever, FTMO history. It was about a store that opened up in this county that was making waves from California, and it was called the Condom Hut. Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
what?
That
And
would
there's
have been a banger FTMO.
yeah, their
Condom
slogan
hut.
when you walked into the store was "Hello, what kind of condom can I get you?" And the Catholic people went absolutely nuts. So they banned and they banned the condom store.
They kicked him out.
They kicked him out.
Oh my!
I would have invited him to set up shop at my place.
Yeah. The
We-
condom hut.
We need to get the maker, like the owner of this franchise, get him on the phone, get him on the lounge, and ask him about their experience in middle of nowhere Texas.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be
Yeah,
brilliant.
why don't we have more condom huts?
I thought it was funny because the guy who made the condom hut was a entrepreneur that was a flight attendant back when flight attendants made good money.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was using his flight attendant money to make condom huts across the United States.
That's an
Wait,
odd,
does this still exist? Hold on.
that's
Let me
an
see if I can
odd,
find
that's
the
an
nearest
odd
condom
business to
hut.
go into from being a flight attendant. That's my biggest
They
dream.
should probably close
To-
that in.
Well, I mean, flight attendants were kind of, back in the day, they were kind of like that.
Yeah, but like, imagine
What do they call that? Iron Man.
philanthropist.
Yeah, they were kind of like
Yeah,
that.
but like, that's an odd.
Dude, they were getting like vandalized and
Graffiti,
shit
yeah.
in like the 90s.
That's an odd thing to go into, though. Like, oh, that's my biggest dream is to open up a shop that specializes in condoms, and we're going to call it the Condom
Dude,
Hut.
they put one in Quahog, Rhode Island. And it opened up despite like tons of vandalism and shit like that.
Are they
Apparently
still
Coconut
around?
says they're in Dallas.
Alright, condom hut near me.
God, I'm so glad we live in Texas.
There's a
Everything happens in
condom
Texas.
kingdom apparently.
Oh
Where is that?
shit!
I feel like that's better than Condom Hut.
Where? Wait, is this?
I just go in that
Why
store.
is
and
it showing
just-
me something in Australia?
Is that like the only store you can go in without not feeling weird?
No, I feel like that's actually more weird than going into a sex shop.
Is it?
I feel-
Going into a condom store?
Yeah, because then you have to.
They demolished it in 2003.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But like, you have to consult your condom expert.
Exactly. Like you go to your tobacconist, you have your condominiist.
Condominious.
Condominium. He's a what was that? God, what's the sommelier? A condom sommelier.
So, yeah, of condoms.
I don't think these exist anymore.
There's a
It's
condom
very sad.
store chain around Dallas.
What, you know the name?
He doesn't apparently.
Just search up in Google condom store.
There was something that just popped up. It was called like Condom Sense, I think.
Ew.
That's actually a good name though.
Condom sense. Yeah.
That's not a bad name.
Let me see if I can get back here.
Condoms
Yeah,
are us.
Condom Sense, and this is in McKinney, Texas. What the fuck is that? It's
Not
probably
very far from here,
I
actually.
think that's south of Dallas.
Yeah, it's north of Dallas.
North of Dallas.
So yeah, that's probably the one he's talking about.
Interesting. Well, when they get the new Hyperline, we have
Yeah,
to go
we'll go
visit.
drop by Condom Sense.
Catch a Dallas Stars game and go to the condom store.
Yeah.
Oh, so where are you guys from? Oh yeah, we're from Houston. We literally came specifically for this.
For this.
And it's probably like a store no bigger than like this
It's
room.
probably, yeah, this
no
size.
bigger than this room. And the guy can awkwardly stare at you the whole time as you're looking at. Ooh.
Imagine this guy has to do like taste tests on the flavored ones so he can be experienced. So he's just opening packets and just
There's a glass case behind the register, and it just says like forbidden model or something, and it's the taste tester model. So he goes ahead and unravels.
So it makes
the
me wonder
strawberry
then,
pomegranate.
what other things would they have there? Like, would they have lubrication? And would they have?
well, you gotta have
like,
your upsells.
Yeah, but would you
yeah.
also have things like rings, like cock rings and
Yeah,
stuff
I mean,
like
you
that?
you might as well.
Chains and
Perhaps, no, nothing like
No.
that.
That's a little too far.
No.
Other dick accessories like different Prince Albert
Oh,
piercings and shit like that. I don't know.
Jesus.
Official John Thomas merchandise.
How far we have strayed. Okay, right before, because we're coming to the end here, I wanted to let our normal users, I kind of want to get an opinion in Discord here, or you guys can chat right now. We're thinking about doing a YouTube series where we go around and record tobacco shops in our area, record their humidor, tell them like what's good about them and things like that. If you guys think that's a good idea, let us know.
Obviously, we'll have to get the okay from the.
We already have one okay, so
probably Dublin, right?
no, JFK. So we can go off, show off their lounge. We can show you guys the humidor and things like that. That way, for people who are traveling through Houston,
Yep.
you can get a good idea, depending on where you are, what shops are good and which ones you want to visit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of sneaky ones.
There are.
that
There's
are
actually
awesome.
there's some that are
There's a
not
ton.
even. There's actually a ton in Houston that are not even on Google Maps, and we only found one of them one time because it was on Yelp.
Yeah, it was on Yelp. And Elite Cigars, the one that Filthy found, isn't even on Google or the internet.
Jesus.
But that one was really funny because it's squished in between a gas station and like a giant Chinese restaurant. And then the humidor like expands in and then goes behind them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's like a huge humidor. I showed you guys the pictures, but if you guys are interested in that,
Gotta make a TikTok for it.
we do stuff like that a lot on there.
I don't know if I can sell out to Walmart.
If you see people do it a lot, I mean, there's no reason why we can't. I haven't seen any Houston-based cigar stuff
Yeah.
on YouTube. So, Pennsylvania probably has some because that's like cigar capital of the world. But I mean, if you've seen somebody do that in Houston, let me know. I might talk to them and see if we can do anything with them. Whatever. But
And if it gets big enough, maybe we can start touring other ones.
yeah, maybe we can just start traveling, show some shit. Or maybe we can join Soundbite one time into a couple of his humidors.
Yep.
That'd be fun. He likes the idea. But that was, Filthy had the idea and he was wondering if you guys would like it and whatnot. And I think it's a great
I
idea.
think it's fucking great. I love doing it.
Yeah, and it just takes more time. I mean, I would love to visit more shops like that.
Yeah.
So, especially now that Corona is kind of calming
Waning
down
a little bit, yeah.
hopefully. But we'll see that. Never seen cigar stuff, but lots of food stuff. Yeah, see, that's cool. I think that would be awesome. I think it would be really cool. But that does it for this season, this year, 2020, for the Tectonic Lounge.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from us to you.
Yeah, it's going to be a good year next year. We're going to have a lot of new stuff, hopefully more graphic stuff. I mean, we're here to chill, so if you guys want to hang out, we'll be here next year.
Yep.
And join the Discord.
Make sure to join the Discord, yes.
Bye!
Keep it smoking.